You've met this person before. They're not loud. They don't dominate conversations. They don't show off. They seem normal, polite, even a little harmless. But here's what's strange. No matter what happens, office politics, conflicts, restructuring, chaos, they always land on their feet. Others get dragged into drama. They don't. Others burn bridges. They don't. Others lose position. They quietly rise. In many cultures, there's a name for people like this: the fox. Not evil, not manipulative in the obvious way, but highly aware, highly controlled, and very hard to read. Today, we break down the 9 traits of quietly dangerous people, the ones who understand the game better than everyone else. Part 1, they never reveal their hand first. A true strategist never goes first. They don't overshare. They don't expose their plans, emotions, or intentions, but somehow, you end up telling them everything. They ask simple questions. How's work lately? What do you think about management? Any plans to switch roles? Sounds casual. It's not. They're mapping you. Your ambition. Your weaknesses. Your position. Your pressure points. You think you're talking. They're collecting data. Because in any social game, information asymmetry equals power. Part 2, small favors, strategic loyalty. They don't make big gestures, no grand gifts, no dramatic support. Instead, they help at the right moment. A small favor, a well-timed word in a meeting, a quick assist when you're under pressure. Low cost, high emotional impact. And suddenly you feel it. I kind of owe them. That's not manipulation in the cheap sense. That's precision. Because the hardest debt to repay is not money. It's psychological obligation. Part 3. They seem easygoing, but they keep score. They look relaxed. They don't argue over small things. They don't fight for minor wins. You think they're easy? They're not. They're tracking everything. Who helped? Who hurt? Who matters? Who doesn't? They might ignore small slights. They might let you interrupt them. They might even lose in trivial situations. But when it comes to opportunities, resources, position, they don't give an inch. Not because they changed, but because you finally reached the line. Part 4. They always keep a layer hidden. No matter how long you know them, you don't fully know them. They'll talk about ideas, philosophy, even personal stories, but never the full picture. Not their real pressure, not their full ambition, not their critical leverage. Because they understand something most people ignore. People change, loyalty shifts, situations flip, so they stay open but never exposed. Part 5. They know you better than you know them. This is where it gets uncomfortable. They know your patterns, your emotional triggers, your goals, your fears. But when you ask about them, you get vague answers. I'm doing all right. Nothing special. Just figuring things out. They stay observers. Because in social dynamics, the more you reveal, the more you lose leverage. Part 6. Their emotions are controlled, not expressed. They're not emotionless. They're selective. With superiors, respectful with strong players, composed with useful people, warm with irrelevant people, distant, not fake. Efficient. They don't let emotions leak randomly, because emotion reveals position, and position can be exploited. Part 7. They never rush into uncertain situations. They don't chase trends. They don't jump into risk blindly. New project? Observe. New opportunity? Evaluate. High-risk move? Let others go first. They study. They watch people fail. They learn from mistakes without paying the cost. Then when the pattern is clear, they move. Not early, but precisely. Amateurs chase speed. Professionals wait for certainty. Part 8. They always leave themselves an exit. Listen carefully to how they speak. They rarely say, definitely, I guarantee, this will 100% work. Instead, based on what we know, it might be better to. Let's see how it develops. Why? Because they never trap themselves. If the situation changes, they can pivot without losing credibility. That's not indecisive. That's strategic language control. Part 9. They compromise small, fight big. They'll give in on small things. Time, credit, minor benefits. So you think they're easy to deal with, but when it comes to core opportunities, key resources, critical positioning, they become sharp because they understand you can give up comfort, but never give up leverage. Here's the important part. This is not about becoming manipulative. It's about becoming aware, because the most dangerous people are not the obvious villains. They're the ones you can't read, the ones who understand the system while you're still reacting emotionally inside it. Maturity is not about playing games, it's about not being played. You can stay kind, but not naive. You can stay honest, but not exposed. You can stay calm, but not weak. The world is not black and white. It's a system of human nature, incentives, hidden intentions. The people who move smoothly through it are not louder. They are clearer. Remember this, you can be genuine, but you cannot afford to be blind. If you want to understand people, power, and strategy at a deeper level, subscribe, because most people react to the game. Here, we learn how to see it.